Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in here on the Central YouTube channel as we have another student athlete interview or student athletes interview, as we have two of them for you today. We turn our attention to the boys soccer team, and today we have captains Alex Heiderscheit and Will Frandsen joining us on the broadcast. Boys, thanks for taking time out of your day to join us on the YouTube channel for an interview.
Thanks for having us.
Yep, thank you.
So, boys soccer opens up tomorrow with their first games. Actually, a double header in soccer. You don't hear that very often. And two really good teams that you're facing in New Richmond and Menominee. How has soccer been going? How has the preseason gone? And do you guys feel like you're ready? Alex, we'll start with you.
Yeah, we've done a lot of hard work. Tryouts started Monday, so we've been working to gear up for the game tomorrow against New Richmond and Menominee.
Will, talk to us a little bit about the off-season program. I listened to your interview. Joel and Coach Smith had a little interview last night. It sounded like there was a lot of good participation over the summer. How was the off-season?
Yeah, the offseason I think was pretty great. We had a ton of great improvement. We had our captain's practices starting really as soon as school ended. And then we had a bunch of new people like Drake Wonderling and Will Schilling showing up who also put in a ton of work and improved a ton. Same with Jess Wantadara showed up a lot and he improved also a ton. So we had a lot of great work and improvement over the summer.
So, Alex, talk to us a little bit about the new coach. We have a coaching change. We go from Coach Lyons to Coach Smith. Hopefully everybody got a chance to hear from Coach Smith last night and hear about his coaching credentials. Sounds like he's very, very well qualified to be taking over this program. Talk to us a little bit about what the sense has been like in practice. Has it been a lot different? Has it been pretty similar? You're one that had Coach Lyons and now Coach Smith.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's pretty similar. He's a great coach, and I think all my teammates and us, we really listen to what he says and try to take that into account so we can perform the best we can.
Well, one of the things he talked about was kind of creating almost a family type atmosphere with that soccer program and kind of having each other's backs. As captains, you're kind of in charge of making sure that that connection and that teamwork happens. What do you do to maybe welcome in some of the new guys? You talked about a Drake Wonderling who has not been a part of the program, is going to be, it sounds like, at least according to you and to Coach Smith, sounds like going to be a big part of this team. How do you welcome those guys in and kind of gel?
Well, really, for us, it's just always inviting them to practice and stuff, giving them rides if they need it. And then for those types of people, always just maybe inviting them to hang out sometimes. We had a little get together at the Pettibone Beach one day. So having everyone together, just getting chemistry and get to know each other outside of the soccer atmosphere also really helps. Just have everyone be pretty good friends and know each other well.
Awesome. You guys are both juniors. So how did you get chosen to be captains? Alex, did Coach Smith say you guys are the captains? Is the team voted? How was that decided?
So every player on varsity, there was 4 personal traits that we voted on, and you had 3 votes for each one. So each varsity player voted, and that was who got picked for captain. So,
and we should mention there's another captain too. Who's the other captain?
There's actually 2 others. It's Jess Wantadara and Marcelo Jones.
Just want and Marcelo. Oh, Marcelo too. Yeah, we forgot about him. Mm-hmm. He's coming back for his. Now, did he play as a freshman and sophomore, or was last year's first year?
Yeah, he was freshman and sophomore. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have the doubleheader on Tuesday. Will, as a soccer player, probably unless it's in tournaments, probably not used to going back to back. How do we make sure that by the time game 2 comes around, you guys aren't dead tired? You're running up and down that field all game long in game 1. What's the game plan to make sure that by game 2, you guys still have gas in the tank?
I think the game plan would be, early you're going to want to try and go all out for both games. But I think mostly just stretching super important so you don't cramp up on the field. And also eating good recovery food. So anything that helps you so you don't get too full, but also you're not out of gas for the second game. Just do as much as you can to get prepared for the second game right after the first game. I feel like anything helps, stretching and eating good food.
So carbohydrate loading for sure. Maybe a big spaghetti dinner coming up here soon, I would hope, and hopefully have lots of energy for a doubleheader. Then you go Reedsburg on Thursday, and then next week's a huge week for you as you have Holman on Tuesday, and that's a big game. That's a rivalry game for us on Tuesday the 2nd. So you have a lot of matches early on here. You're talking about 4 games in a week span. And so we're going to find out a lot about this boys soccer team really, really early on. we will not be able to cover any soccer until Thursday, September 11th. That's when you guys are at Onalaska. Speaking of rivalry games, another big rivalry game. And that'll be our first chance to see you guys on the broadcast. But we are certainly going to be following, and make sure, Alex, tell your mom to be texting me scores so that I can announce them on the live stream, because there are people that are wondering how you guys are doing. And sometimes I don't always know. So that'd be awesome if you guys can keep us updated. And we will see you on September 11th at Onalaska. That is at the field. No, that is at the Omni Center. Correct? That's at the Omni Center. We'll have to figure out our setup for that. But we're excited to cover a number of boys soccer matches throughout the year. We're going to try and get to as many of them as we possibly can. And then once you guys get to that round robin format at the end, we'll cover a lot of those games. And then, of course, cover you in the playoffs as well. And hopefully we make a big, long playoff run. Boys, I want to wish you the best of luck moving forward. I want to thank you for taking time. I actually got him out of class today. Don't tell anybody. Mr. Wilkinson was nice enough to let me get him out of class. So this is going to be a short interview so I can get him back there and not get in too much trouble. But I want to thank you for stepping out of class and joining us on the broadcast. Best of luck to both of you as the season wears on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And to all our YouTube viewers, reminder that we have volleyball, lots of volleyball coming up for you this week. Tomorrow night, we have volleyball coming to you live from the Sutton Memorial Gymnasium as the girls open up with Toma. And we will have that game. 5:30 is the VR game, or the JV game, I guess they call it now. And 7 o'clock will be the varsity game. And then we have volleyball Wednesday and Thursday. They are at that Omni Center tournament up in Onalaska. You're going to get to see lots and lots of matches. I think they have 5 or 6 matches that they cover, and we are going to cover as many of those as we possibly can. Thursday might be cut short a little bit because we got to get up to Ellsworth for the football game as well. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed getting to learn more about Alex and Will, and we're certainly excited for that boys soccer season. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good day.
All right. He's going to come back to grab his iPad. It's not too bad. Yeah. Oh, these things are so satisfying. Oh.
Hey, we did it one take, you guys.
Nice.
That was awesome. Good job. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
You're the man. Thank you, sir. You're the man.
Thank you.
All right, get back to class and tell Mr. Wilkinson I said thanks again. Yeah, I really do appreciate him doing that. And that'll be up within an hour. All right, see you guys. Take care.